and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be discussing why I chose moms as my target audience for my health influencing. And the reason is because I feel like moms are tremendously powerful. If you think about it, like all of the nation was literally birthed through a woman, through a mom. And I feel that biblically speaking, the man is the head of the household. I agree. But I feel that women are the backbone of the family. I feel like we're the ones that pretty much keep things flowing, if that makes sense, at least in my household. Like, I'm pretty much the one doing most of the caretaking of the children. I do most of the meal planning, grocery shopping, making sure doctor's appointments are, being scheduled properly, all of that kind of stuff, dentist appointments. Um, and I just feel like for the flow and everything, I feel like moms are pretty much the one in charge of that kind of stuff. And I just feel like we have the biggest influence over the health of our family. My husband pretty much eats what I cook. He cooks sometimes. He does do some grocery shopping, but I pretty much do most of the cooking. So if I say tonight we're having pizza, he's gonna eat pizza. If I say we're having salad, he's gonna eat salad. He may complain a little bit or ask for his special salad dressing that he likes, but he's gonna eat the salad. I feel like with the kids, I pretty much make their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm pretty sure a lot of moms who have kids that go to school, they're packing the kids' lunch. Um, so I just feel like we have a lot of influence over the health of our family. I'm just gonna have my laptop here. I have a few notes. Scripture, Proverbs 14:1 says, "A wise woman built her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands." And I feel like biblically that is saying that women, we have power over our household, over the structure of our family. And I feel like a lot of that, I feel like in society, we've lost sight of that, women play a very important role in the family structure. That goes far beyond health, but we can save all the other things for another video. Um, Pretty much, we have the power to shape the world through how we raise our children, the morals we teach them, the food we feed them. And the best teacher is our example. Like, we can't tell the kid they need to eat their vegetables while we're over here munching on this cheesesteak or something. We can't tell the kids, like, the Thanksgiving. My daughter had banana pudding, and it was the first time having banana pudding. And she loved it. Like, she ate so much of it. And then my husband was like, she doesn't eat anymore. While I'm in the refrigerator refilling my plates, I'm like, I can't tell her that she can't have any more banana pudding when I'm eating seconds of banana pudding, so I had to give her some. Like, I just feel like, example, I can't tell her anything differently than what I model for her, which is why I feel women are my target audience. I just want to emphasize the importance of the health behaviors that we model for our kids. I'm pretty sure we don't want our kids to have like, the obesity is through the roof in this country, through the roof. Childhood obesity, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, all of these things. And it just bothers me. Like I said in my last video, I was a nurse, and you see these obese children. Like, it's a systemic issue. It's so much more than, what the parents feed their kids. I know that there's a lot of other financial factors, social factors, environment factors. I know there's so many other things that contribute to this, which is a part of the problem. But it bothered me seeing children that were obese and, eating junk food and, drinking like the artificially flavored Kool-Aid drinks and that kind of stuff. And it bothers me because I know how detrimental that stuff can be for your health. And it's like, when you start off that young, already overweight, you're pretty much making it's going to be even harder later in life to combat a lot of these health issues that adults have to deal with. Um, and I just didn't like seeing kids already being almost set up for failure, kind of, so to speak. So I feel like the best way to target the kids and the best way to target the next generation of adults is to target the moms. So let's see. As a mom, like I said, it's important for me to develop healthy habits for my kids. I don't have all the best eating habits. I try my best, but it's a continual effort that I feel like we all have to make and be accountable for ourselves and our families and each other, our friends, our family, and it's really, really difficult to do in today's society. So I would just like to help women to be able to come up with ideas, tips, and tricks on how to be a better health model for their kids. So back to my question, why am I targeting moms again? Like I said, there's a huge problem. Obesity is it. It's an epidemic. COVID was an epidemic or is epidemic. And it's like all over headlining news and all these detriments, but it's just like obesity, McDonald's, fast food, kids eating, not having healthy lunches at school, not having enough exercise at school. Like those things are just like they're not heavily discussed. When I feel like that's the number one thing that I feel like we should be trying to fix and talk about. So in terms of like society today, like everything in food and the way we eat and activity, everything is centered around convenience. Like we want everything to be easy. And it kind of has to be that way with the way things are set up. Like I said in my last video, like moms, families, dads, like we're working crazy hours, 9 to 5, 12-hour shifts. Some have to work, single moms working overtime shifts, 2 jobs, like just to be able to feed their families. And it's like, how, if I can barely pay my bills, if I can barely pay my rent, my mortgage, my car note, like I'm not going to Whole Foods to buy this $5 apple. We can slide through the McDonald's drive-through real quick, and it's just a huge problem. Everything in terms of microwavable foods, frozen TV dinners with all the preservatives, canned foods. I grew up eating Chef Boyardee, ramen noodles, Hot Pockets, Little Celeste pizza. They used to love that kind of stuff. Twinkies, cereal. Don't get me started on cereal. Like all the sugar first thing in the morning. That's what we feed our kids all the time. Like, luckily, thankfully, I was able to work part time. Now I'm on maternity leave, and I'm hoping I won't have to go back to work. I don't want to go back. I cook my baby breakfast every morning, and it's hard trying to find the time to do that, especially working a full time job. So it's like I get it. Like moms have to, do what they gotta do. Like, eat the cereal. We don't get in the car, but like long term, I don't think that's the best thing. Not saying kids can't have cereal incorporated into a healthy diet, but I feel like sometimes it's just a little too much. When it's like cereal for breakfast and you got goldfish for snack, and then you have like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and maybe some fruit for lunch or something like that. Like kids, just people in general, we're not eating enough fruits, we're not eating enough vegetables, we're not getting enough water, we're not getting enough exercise, we're not getting enough whole grains, we're not getting enough fiber, and it's just sad to see. Because like I said, I see in the emergency room, like as a nurse, like I just see the harm that it does on a daily basis. Like people that are in their 50s and 60s that can barely move, like they're limping, the joint pain, the arthritis, the leg swelling, the chronic knee pain, and the chronic hip pain, and the elbows hurting. Everything just hurts. And you're like 50 or 60 years old. Not blaming the patient at all, because like I said, it's a large systemic issue. But I, I, I want to say I don't blame I blame a lot of things. There's a lot of factors into why, individual decision making, not having the knowledge, having the knowledge and not choosing to utilize it properly, like the government not emphasizing the importance of some of these things, insurance companies choosing to pay to fix a problem but not to prevent a problem, schools not having enough time for outside time and recess, not having enough um, healthy meal options, parents having to work extra hours and 2 jobs and full time and part time and overtime and all this stuff, and not having the time to spend with their kids and go outside with their kids, exercise, engage with them, not being able to teach them properly. It's just like a never ending cycle that just leads to a very sick society. And I would just like to see a change. Let's see. Go back to my notes. We often don't have the time to worry about our health or the money to invest in it. I see a functional medicine provider for my PCOS, and she has been awesome, but I can't always afford her. So I have a hard time trying to figure out, okay, I'm paying like all this money in my conventional insurance that I barely use, but the care that I do want, insurance does not cover it. I have to pay for it out of pocket, which sucks. So pretty much, I believe it's a part of my life's mission to spread awareness on this issue, um, pursue wellness for myself, and educate others on the things that I'm finding. Um, I can't change the whole world. I would love to, but I can't. But I can at least start with the powerhouse, which is moms. I feel like we do have a lot of influence over our kids and our household. So just keep that in mind. And just, I guess my tip for the day would just be put yourself first. Because I feel like if I'm not healthy, if I'm tired and hungry, I'm not gonna show up my best self for my kids, um, which is something I had to learn. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.